Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. I am Crash Rouser, and it's once again time to crash Skylanders with another Top 5 video. Yes, we're going to talk about Skylanders that are in the wrong elements. Now, I know a couple of you guys have looked at certain Skylanders and said, man, they don't feel like they should be in that element, or there should have been a whole new element introduced for them. I mean, look at Slam Bam and Chill. I don't feel like they're water Skylanders. I feel like they're more ice Skylanders. Same with Freeze Blade. But ice is an element. So, what if we took them and put them somewhere else? There is a handful of Skylanders that I've looked at, and especially when I've seen them firsthand, being like, oh my god, that's one of the coolest water Skylanders I've ever seen. Turns out they're air. We'll get to that one, don't you worry. And then there's Skylanders that were originally an element and then turned into another element in a future game. And I know you're saying, Crash, we know who number one is. You've talked about it numerous times. Yes, you did. You don't need to spoil it for anyone else in the comments, though. And don't worry, I will give you a full reason why I feel the way I feel at the end. Yeah, that one's number one. Don't you worry, okay? If you know who it is, if you know, you know. But for now, you leave it as is. But there's so many other Skylanders that I think should be deserving of another element because, well, I have weird reasons. Some of them are personal, some of them just really make sense. But today, these are my top 5 wrong element Skylanders. I forgot to put Skylar at the bottom here, so don't judge me. So as always, this is my personal list, so if you guys disagree with me, that is more than welcoming, more than willingly. I think you should watch different SkyTuber. I think I'm the wrong SkyTuber you should be watching. There's so many more you should be watching regardless because they're so much better than me anyways. But if you guys disagree with me, you're more than welcome to put it in the comments below and let me know your favorite wrong element Skylander or what Skylander you think should be in a different element and a good reason why. Instead of me rambling on, let's just hop into it with number 5. I don't like that snakes are considered a scary thing, as I've always seen people consider snakes to be related to horror elements. Both Snake Skylanders and the entire franchise are in the undead element, and honestly, I don't think that works for Rattleshake especially. Snakes are a part of nature and deserve to be treated the same as any other animal, so I think Rattleshake should have been part of the life element, along with the other animal Skylanders like Stink Bomb and Zulu. As the owner of pet snakes, I can tell you that they are severely overlooked as a pet and as an animal in general. Skylanders shouldn't have the same mindset as the everyday person. They're magical for a reason.
For the win.
Just like I previously mentioned, I like the idea of certain Skylanders being a different element of what they are meant to be, but when I see a turtle, I automatically assume it's the water element. In Skylands, I was gravely mistaken as Warnado is actually an air Skylander. Now I know his name is like Tornado, I have no clue where the war part came from, and his moveset is very air-based. I would just personally prefer to see him swimming around the water and snapping at enemies. Imagine making Warnado more of a snapping turtle and switching him with maybe Slam Bam in the original game. I personally think this would work, but who am I to say? I'm just some dude on the internet. Whenever I see a cannon, I just assume it has something to do with the tech element, as every game has a cannon and a level based off of the tech element. When I saw Kaboom and saw that he was part of the fire element, it surprised me. I felt like he could have been an excellent choice for the tech element as he carries around a literal cannon the entire time. Now, his secondary moves are more fire-based, so he has me beat for that part, but we could have easily made his moveset more tech-oriented. Keep the rocket jump and the raining mortars the exact same, even with the fire endings, and it still could have worked. I mean, they tried and it works, but it could have been even better, in my opinion.
Hide and sleek.
Now, this one can be argued as Trap Shadow was created before Trap Team introduced us to the Dark element. However, they could have waited one more game to introduce Trap Shadow, as his name literally has darkness in it. There's no denying how looking at Trap Shadow, you can't say that he doesn't seem like he could easily be a Dark Skylander. Now, as Blackout and Nightmare and Trap Team, introducing Trap Shadow in Trap Team would have been almost impossible, but they could have easily made it work and made Trap Shadow the main Dark Skylander in that game. As I'm writing this paragraph, I also realized Trap is in his name, so introducing him as a Dark Skylander in Trap Team literally writes itself. Come on, Toys for Bob, you're better than this! Okay, elephant in the room out of the way. I know why they made Greyclaw the water element villain in Imaginators. He was submerged in water and came back to life through it. I get it. It's been beaten to death. But he was such a perfect Earth villain in Trap Team. Why did they change him and make him water-based when his original moveset didn't have anything related to water? If they just kept his moveset like he did in Trap Team and gave him a few more moves similar to someone like Fist Bump, he would have been unstoppable in Imaginators. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love playing as him. You know, he's basically a wrestler. But I will never understand why Toys for Bob did this. You had so many other options. I told you I had a good reason. You're sitting there going, yeah, it actually makes sense. I don't like change, says the guy who's been in 4 different houses since he started this channel and has moved at least 13 times. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, let me know, leave a like and a comment below, and let me know your opinion of what Skylander is in the wrong element. Woo! I just sneezed on camera. You're welcome. I will see you all next week or in the future weeks for another awesome video. I'm gonna blow my nose. But thank you so much for watching. Y'all mean the world to me. Don't ever forget it. But as always, I bid you farewell.